Massive protests since George Floyd's death have sparked changes to some police departments, but we have also seen some clashes with officers as well. At a march this weekend in Suffolk County, demonstrators were met with a counter-protest showing support for police, and the confrontation got ugly. Eyewitness News reporter Kristen Thorne is live in Smithtown with the details. Kristen.
Liz, we've seen counter-protesters show up to these protests before, but this is by far the largest number that we've seen. Even the organizer of the protest says it took her by surprise. Protesters in Smithtown yesterday were met by people who also had a message they wanted to get across.
Here, all these police officers, all their lives matter. All lives matter.
The insults flew from both sides. Police had quite an ordeal on their hands as they tried to stop things from turning violent. This protester says he was punched by someone after breaking off from the larger group. The protester filed a police report. Suffolk police say they are investigating this video. 20-year-old Caitlin Matos Rodriguez of Central Islip organized the protest.
I figured that would be like a great town to start, this protest and get our voices heard.
She initially sent out this flyer promoting the rally. The fiery image from Minneapolis upset many business owners and residents in Smithtown. She later removed it.
A lot of people were thinking that I was going to bring that kind of protest to Long Island, but that was never the cause. It was more so awareness.
Matos Rodriguez said she was shocked to see that people came out against the protesters.
The point of Black Lives Matter is to show that all lives don't matter until Black Lives Matter.
Smithtown Supervisor Ed Werheim says to his knowledge the counter-protesters were not from Smithtown. He said he's proud of the way the town's public safety officers and Suffolk police officers handled what could have become a horrible situation.
It's a constitutional right for people to protest as long as it's peaceful. I think people should know that you have to allow them to say their piece. We don't have a problem with that in Smithtown at all, as long as it's peaceful.
The supervisor says the town and the police department prepared for a full 6 days leading up to this protest to make sure that the protesters had the freedom to protest where they wanted to. As for Matos Rodriguez, she says she does plan another protest, but she says it will not be here in Smithtown most likely.